This is Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, and the man he's standing with, that's David Koch, one of the Koch brothers, known for their influence on conservative politics. A new investigation from ProPublica found that Thomas has attended donor events for the Koch brothers, and of course, he didn't report it. The Koch brothers, Charles and David, who died in 2019, are infamous for the impact they've had on the US government, pouring money into lobbying for conservative causes and getting their preferred candidates elected. Their work has led to the rollback of environmental protections, tax cuts for wealthy individuals and corporations, and more. Stand Together is the formal name for the Koch network, which includes a number of smaller nonprofits and orgs that funnel money into conservative causes. The funds come from Charles Koch and other donors with similar values. A ProPublica investigation published on September 22nd found that Thomas attended at least 2 of the Koch network's donor summits in 2008 and 2018, where his presence likely helped raise money for the set of organizations. Thomas did not report his private jet flight for the 2018 summit. He disclosed the 2008 trip, but only mentioned a speech he gave in the area for another conservative organization. Despite his participation in Koch events, Thomas presided over a case where an organization tied to the network was a plaintiff. He voted with a majority, which ruled in favor of the Koch organization. And this year, the Supreme Court has agreed to hear another case that a Koch-funded organization is behind, which could make it harder for federal agencies like the EPA to make rules. The suit seeks to overturn a standard that stems from an opinion Thomas himself wrote almost 2 decades ago, only to say in the last few years that he had changed his stance. While a Stand Together spokesperson told ProPublica that Thomas did not take part in fundraising conversations at the network's events, the revelations are another example of Thomas's lack of transparency and questionable ethics as a Supreme Court justice. Earlier this year, ProPublica revealed that Thomas did not report thousands of dollars worth of gifts from billionaire Harlan Crow. So what can be done about it? Thomas can recuse himself from the case, acknowledging that he's not impartial and therefore shouldn't have a vote. However, Thomas has a history of not recusing, even when other legal professionals say he should. That leaves it up to activists and government officials to call for reforming the Supreme Court and creating an ethical code of conduct to hold the justices accountable.